Hey there, so today we have a special review, and this is from one of the most sought after, one of the most hyped breweries in the Pacific Northwest. This is from Holy Mountain in Seattle, so I'm gonna try to start getting this open because there's a wax top on it. So first off, this is courtesy of Mike, thank you so much. Not only was he able to mule me some beer, but also he just sent this one as an extra slash donation to the show, so that's really special. This is my first review of a beer from Holy Mountain on the channel. I did go to the brewery a couple years back, and you can check out the video of that. But yeah, this is a pretty special one. This is Midnight Still. This is an Imperial Stout aged in bourbon barrels. It's a blend of 9, 12, and 18 month age stock of their bourbon barrel aged beers. So obviously they've put beer in barrels at different times, and then they blended it together to, I guess, get consistency and the kind of product that they want. This is a big beer. This comes in at 13%, and hopefully this wine he's digging it into this thing. Let's see, come on. So I will say it can be a little bit of a headache, but once you get the initial layers off, you can start digging into it, and then hopefully you can hit the cap. I'm like using 3 tools here trying to get into this thing. Come on, guys. I know there's like got to be a little bit more finesse way to do it, but this is like the brute force version. Like don't even worry about the entire wax, just part of it, and then hopefully you get. This is a thick wax job, though. I will say that. A lot of times it's a lot easier to just take it off, but wow, I'm really excited for this one. Wow, the beer pours out pitch black. I mean, it pours out like Bourbon County or 1050, two of the darker stouts that I've run into. And then it shows on the head. The head is this really beautifully dark brown head. Nice carbonation on there, huh? Yeah, I mean, that's just pitch black. What else can I say about it? Oh, yeah. That smells like Bourbon County. There you go. Bourbon County has a very distinct nose to me. It just smells rich. It's intense notes of big chocolate and vanilla, molasses, a little bit of like dark fruit, and the booze is so well integrated into the beer. A lot of these barrel-aged imperial stouts have this kind of just like base stout note, and then it's resonating with echoes of just having whiskey in your stout. Here, the two things are sort of like threaded together, so they've married themselves and made a product that it really smells like barrel-aged stout instead of stout and bourbon. If that makes any sense. Yeah, I mean, that aging that they have, I mean, we're talking about stock that is over a year old, a year and a half old, and man, it's just, I mean, it's Bourbon County season's coming up, and this is all I'm smelling on there. So if you had Bourbon County, you know what I'm talking about. It has a little bit of cherry note, really dense, rich chocolatey notes. The bourbon's coming through vanilla, shining for days. Cheers. Wow. Wow. First off, give this to me blind, for sure I would have called Bourbon County. There's almost nothing distinguishing the two beers, and I've had my fair share of Bourbon County in my life. As much as I'm willing to admit, yeah. I mean, wow. Mouthfeel spot on. Dense, rich chocolate for days. Again, the barrel character is just so well integrated. Moves on with chocolate, molasses, hints of leather on the back end. There's a little bit of a light, there's a richness that's almost like cake batter, and it's almost like a buttery dessert. I'm not trying to call it there's diacetyl in here, but there's a cakey, desserty richness coming on with tons of vanilla. It's transitioning from something that's a little bit roasty, a little bit of the dark fruit, rich, decadent. Then it moves on to whispers of the aftertaste of vanilla, nuttiness, almonds, some marzipan. Yeah, good amount of nuttiness as well. If anything, this beer is just as complex as Bourbon County, if not more. Mouthfeel spot on, completely enveloping your lips and your inside. You're smacking your lips. This beer could not be more similar to Bourbon County, and I say that with the highest amount of praise for this beer. I don't know. You guys have had Bourbon County. There's nothing more I can really describe that can really separate the two. I'm trying to tweeze out the differences, and honestly, you pour this into a Bourbon County bottle, and I honestly could not tell you the difference. And you could tell me that it's not Bourbon County, and I'd tell you that you were lying. There's a little bit of heat whispering in here. There's a little bit more of that kind of oaky note that comes through. The beer might not be as maybe slightly less sweet than Bourbon County, but I've had a lot of barrel aged imperial stouts in my life, and I can't think of a single one that is remotely close to Bourbon County as this specific beer. ABV is pretty much almost the same. Appearance is very close. Aromatics very similar. Mouthfeel, tasting notes. It's just, you know, the things that I'm tweezing out are maybe the nuttiness on the back end. Maybe the mouthfeel is not as sticky and luscious, but very, very close. A little bit of whispers of dark fruit. This beer is absolutely amazing. I've not had a barrel aged stout of this quality in a long, long, long time. I mean, 99. I know I've been giving out, like, I've been trying to push back the system on giving out Hunnits, and yeah, I mean, yeah, that's the best I could do. I'm trying not to give as many out there anymore, and I'm really thinking hard about how I could possibly give another beer 100, or, you know, how many of those kind of, you know, once in a lifetime kind of experience beers that I give 100 more to, but this is as close as it gets. So I hope that makes some sense. Maybe it should just count as 100. I don't know. But thank you so much, Mike. This is a magical experience. This is one of the best barrel aged stouts I've ever had. So until next time, guys, cheers. Later.